PSA Study is the best training provider for PTE and NATI. Subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Contact us for more information.
Hi guys, welcome to PSA Study. This is Sunny from PSA. We are back with another video, and in this video we're going to discuss about each and everything about speaking section and how to improve your speaking section. We are glad to inform you that we are now assisting students for PTE as well for NATI. Do visit our channel PSA Study for more videos on PTE and NATI, and contact us if in case you need any information. So guys, as you know that in speaking we have 5 different kind of questions: read aloud, repeat sentence, describe an image, retell lecture, and answer to type question. We'll be taking care of every question, and I'll be telling you that how to improve a particular section among these 5 different questions. So let's start with the read aloud. As you know, in read aloud, you have a paragraph in front of you, and you are given some time, say 40 seconds, to prepare for the paragraph. So what thing you should take in your mind before you start reading? First of all, you should know that you are interfacing in front of a computer. Don't behave like as you are interfacing with a human, because it doesn't have autocorrection. And furthermore, you are interfacing with a computer with an analog device, which is a mic, and this computer is a digital one. So basically, if you just take care of it, you will come to know that you can't intone especially in read aloud. What I mean to say is you should be totally flat. You should speak in a way so that this computer can recognize you. So there are 3 rules for this read aloud. Let me start with the first rule. Rule number 1 says that you should be totally flat. You should not increase your pace, you should not increase or decrease your energy level, and you should not increase or decrease your frequency at all. You should have the same energy level as you have started from researchers have found till the energy storage. Rule number 2 says you should not stop anywhere. You should stop only whenever you see a comma or a full stop. So it will be totally flowing, and if you see that you have a lengthy line, in that case, you'll be managing yourself so that you can easily take a breath where the nearby full stop is there, right? And the third rule says that you should emphasize on plurals as well as in second and third form of the verb. By implementing these 3 rules, you can improve tremendously about the score which you get in read aloud. Let me speak for you. Researchers have found a way to convert the aromatic substance vanillin into a redox-active electrolyte material for liquid batteries. The technology is an important step towards ecological sustainable energy storage. So I didn't stop anywhere. My energy level was constant, and I emphasized on plurals as well as the second and third form of the verb. So this is how you should speak to get the full score in read aloud. Let's move forward. Now let's discuss about repeat sentences. As you know, in repeat sentences, you have a sentence in front of you, and you need to revert whatever the speaker has said. So you should understand how this repeat sentence is being scored. You get 3 marks in content if you speak each and every word in the prompt in the correct sequence, basically from the prompt. You get 2 marks even if you missed by 1 word or you speak more than 50% of the sentence. And you get only 1 mark if you speak less than 50% of the content. This was about content. But algorithm doesn't only check for the content, it checks for content, pronunciation, and fluency. Pronunciation is less important in speaking, but yeah, fluency is more important, even more important than content. So suppose, let me take an example of a sentence. Suppose the sentence is, if I'll go to Australia, I bring laptop. If I will go to Australia, I bring laptop. So the sentence contains 9 words. So basically, if I speak that particular sentence with full of the content, but I take pauses, then maybe I can get 0 as well. Suppose the sentence is, again, the same example I'm taking, but this time I'll be taking pauses. If I will go to Australia, I bring laptop. So content was 100%, but 3 or 4 unwanted pauses I have taken. So maybe I will get 0. So whatever you speak, that should be without unwanted pauses, in repeat sentences especially. Even if you're speaking for more than 50% in every sentence, still you can get straight 90. But the thing you should take care is, you should not take unwanted pauses, right? Okay, the third type of question is describe an image. In describe an image, you can have any image, any kind of image, and you'll be given 25 seconds to prepare. Thereafter, you will be hearing a beep sound and you have to speak back. Again, to get your response recorded, you have 40 seconds. And only 10% of the content is required to convey this algorithm, as you're just talking about this image which is in front of you. If you are able to speak that 10% of the content, this algorithm will not look for the content anymore, but it will be checking for a particular format, time taken for speaking, as well as your fluency. So whatever template you are using, that will be working. But you should make sure that within that introduction or in body paragraphs also, you cover that 10% of the content. You should start with the introduction all the times, and you should always end up with the conclusion. This particular thing you should not miss. And to get the maximum score, you should at least speak for 30 seconds. Whatever the image is, you can follow any template in any kind of image, but you should make sure that content part is crossing by 10% of that particular content which you can see. And suppose if that is a random image, suppose you have an image which represent a modern city, so you should explain only 2 or 3 things of that particular image. Thereafter, you just can continue with your template. It should not happen that you are not talking about anything regarding the content part of the that particular image. In that case, you will get 0 marks, right? Another question is read a lecture. As you know, in read a lecture, you listen to an audio, and thereafter you have to just speak back the summary of that audio. And again, you are getting 40 seconds to just get your response recorded. Let me tell you, the lecture may last for 30 seconds, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and even for 2 minutes. Basically, what I want to say over there is, again, you need 10% of the content. So what is the average speed of a human who speaks for 1 minute continuously? So if you search Google, you'll come to know that a human on an average can speak about 120 words per minute continuously if he speaks. And suppose if I speak continuously for 1 minute, and I'll be able to speak 120 words, but all 120 words are content, are keywords? No. I may use articles, helping verbs, and so on things. So basically, what I want to say, the important keywords would be around 60 or 70. And as per this algorithm, I need to have 10% of the content. So if the lecture is lasting for 1 minute, maybe 60 or 70 would be the keywords. So still I'm taking some margin, so I just can consider 80 or 90. So if the lecture is lasting for 1 minute, you should be able to capture 8 or 9 keywords from the lecture. Thereafter, it's all about your representation. How you represent those 8 or 9 keywords to just form a summary so that it could be impressive, it could be in particular format, and you can speak for 30 plus seconds. So let me play an audio, and thereafter I'll be making notes, and you'll come to know how to just do that.
Soot, which comes from combustion of many different things, is black, so it's a strong absorber. In fact, it's second only to CO2 in terms of warming. So it's actually ahead of methane, which you hear a lot about. The interesting thing about soot and aerosols' impact on climate is that their lifetimes are so much shorter. So if we can reduce the soot, we can make changes within months versus tens of years. It's not to say we should ignore the CO2 and the greenhouse gases, but it could buy us some time while we actually do the right strategies to reduce the greenhouse gases.
So guys, once this audio is finished, you just have only 10 seconds, and thereafter you'll be hearing the beep sound. Okay. Before to that, let's talk about the keywords. What are the keywords you should have? So I have made the keywords. These keywords are from the lecture itself. Look at this. I've captured 9 words. Comes from distribution of many different things. a stronger absorber in terms of warming ahead of methane. Soot and aerosols impact on climate. We can reduce the soot within months and years, CO2 and the greenhouse gases, and right strategies to reduce the greenhouse gases. So what I'll be doing, I'll be representing these 9 keywords in such a way that they resembles I am doing introduction, I'm speaking on body paragraphs, and finally I'm doing the conclusion part. So it's upon me how I'm presenting. You can follow any template. What you should do is you should represent it well, you should speak out the keywords, and you should be in fluency, right? You should always start with introduction. So I can say the lecture was about comes from combustion of many different things, a strong absorber. Then I can say any body paragraph. Firstly, talked about anything, maybe whatever your template is, whatever template you're following, I don't mind. So I can say initially the lecture talked about in terms of warming ahead of methane. Thereafter, we have the body paragraph 2. It could be anything. It gives relevant information such as soot and aerosols impact on climate. We can reduce the soot within months and years, CO2 and the greenhouse gases, and right strategies to reduce the greenhouse gases. And finally, I'll be concluding with conclusion part. I'll say overall lecture was about come from combustion of many different things, a strong absorber. So this is how you should speak. You should not speak in such a way like you should not consider that your keywords to have a comma in between. You should speak like as you are speaking into a single line. Let me speak now. The lecture was about comes from combustion of many different things, a strong absorber. Initially, the lecture talked about in terms of warming ahead of methane. It gives relevant information such as soot and aerosols impact on climate. We can reduce the soot within the months and years, CO2 and the greenhouse gases, right strategies to reduce the greenhouse gases. Overall lecture was about comes from combustion of many different things, a strong absorber. So this should be the presentation. I didn't stop anywhere. I just only stopped when I felt that, yes, I have a comma or a full stop. Right? So this is the right approach to speak out in a written lecture, and this will get you the full score, both in listening and in speaking. Right? So the last part is answer short type question. Let me open that also. In answer short type question, as you know that you'll be having one question and you have to answer it in as short as possible terms. It could be anything, maybe related to some general knowledge terms, maybe some maybe from the medical background, maybe from the engineering background, or maybe from anywhere. Have you ever thought that why they have introduced this question in PTE, which is an English test? They have nothing to do with your general skills and general knowledge. They just want to check your listening and speaking abilities. They just want to make sure, have you understood the question or not? So it is not the right thing all the times, and they are also not expecting that you answer it correctly all the times. You should make an appropriate response, not the right answer. And obviously the right answer is an appropriate response. But what if you actually do not know the answer? Then how to just convince this algorithm that you have understood the question? Let's take this question.
What do internet websites sometimes require you to enter to get a discount on shopping?
So this was the question. Now suppose you don't know the answer. In that case, you have to just tell this algorithm that yes, I understood the question, but I don't know the answer. And what is quite natural, right? So what you have to do is, in that case, to get the full score, you can just speak out the keyword of the question. And thereafter, you simply say, I don't know. Let me speak it again. Let me play this question again.
What do internet websites sometimes require you to enter to get a discount on shopping?
So if I don't know the answer, I'll be saying, internet website, I don't know. So by saying internet website, I'm telling that I don't know the answer, but I understood the question. That's why I'm able to repeat the keyword of the question. And I don't know, say that I don't know the answer. This is actually the appropriate response. Well, if you know the answer, you should speak out with the answer. But in that case, if you don't know the answer, just use this method. Right? So guys, this was all about the speaking section. Thanks for watching our video. And I hope that you liked our video, right? So please do like and subscribe to our channel and comment if you have any doubts. You can also join our Telegram group through the link given in the description for practice or contacting us. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day.